that has had the health issues that you have been through in the last few years. So can we just talk a little bit about those? So you speak in the book, you talk about them in quite a wry kind of way, saying, yeah, there's been so many, it's hard to keep track of them, but it has been extraordinary. I mean, do you actually think that you can just worn your body out by using it? It's so hard.
You know what I think about? When I think about the sicknesses, I said they came at a good time. They came in retirement.
Okay.
I left London, actually. I had a really terrible cold the night of closure, and I had a week off. So I said to Roger, no, I can't even sing. I can't. This is, as much as I want to go home and as much as I want to end the tour, I cannot.
You ended it in Sheffield, didn't you?
Yeah. So we end up going to Sheffield, which is my dance...
head dancer's hometown.
Yeah. And it was her hometown, so we really made something out of the closure. And I remember getting on the plane with my now husband, boyfriend then, and my cook. We got on the plane and I said, it's over. I knew that side of my life, I spoke it to myself to hear it.
Did you?
Yes, because I've been wanting, you know, as much as I like to sing and perform, I was tired of it. I grew tired of the partying every night, the traveling, never being home. I like working in the green. I like doing house things. I like buying clothes. None of that you can do when you're traveling on tour. You wear the same clothes all the time, basically, because you're just from one town to another, and you're only home for a short amount of time. And when you're doing that, you're doing something for your career. So I never had a chance to have a home life, and I was just really ready to really hang it up. As much as I was still quite healthy, I wasn't sick at all then. I was still, I think I was 70. Was I 70 when I retired? I was 70. And still quite strong. Wasn't feeling any sicknesses or at all, but just... So I said, okay, I'll do the book because there's still a lot to be said.
Yeah.
So then we started working on it. And it was a little boring because you're always talking about yourself and what you did.
Tina, stop it. There's nothing boring about you. Nothing.
Well, to me.
There's nothing boring about Tina Turner. And I love the title of the book, My Love Story, because it really is a love story. In the book, the plot thickens when in 1986, Turner meets a young German record executive, Erwin Bach. She was 46, he was 30. There's a great story in the book. You all are at a dinner, and it's a very cheeky move on your part. Go ahead, share it, Tina. What did you say?
So I said to Erwin, when you get to California, I want you to make love to me. Because I did.
But Tina, who says that to somebody?
You say it if you feel it. No, you're not going to get it otherwise.
Yes.
But that's what I wanted.
They fell in love and finally tied the knot 6 years ago.
It was the first time that I got married as far as I was concerned.
When you say that's the first time you felt you had been married, why?
When Ike asked me to marry him, I knew it was for a reason. But I had to say yes, I knew, or it was going to be a fight. And so then when we drove to marry, that wasn't my idea of my wedding.
That first wedding and that first husband, Ike Turner, are still things that Tina Turner is trying to reconcile. And you spend time in the book actually thinking about Ike. Why do you think you found yourself thinking about him, someone who caused you so much pain?
I get emotional with certain conversations. I get emotional because in the beginning, Ike was very good to me.
That was Tina Turner, the legendary rock and roll artist who actually performed during the 80s and the 90s. So after her passing on today, we are seeing so many musicians, so many celebrities, so many popular people coming out on social media actually paying tributes to the legend that is Tina Turner. The music makers and so many other entertainers actually were quick to react on the news of the passing on of Tina Turner, who actually was very, very much popular during the 80s and the 90s. You, like I've told you, you may or may not know, this is a lady who actually was nominated 20 times in the Grammys, and he won unprecedentedly 8 Grammys. Ideally, you cannot win so many Grammys like that when you are not huge, when you're not a mega star. So amongst the so many celebrities we are seeing coming out via their official social media pages, we saw initially Mick Jagger and actually Gloria Gaynor, Diana Ross, and so many others from the Queen of Rock and actually lauding and paying tributes to the Queen of Rock and Roll, and they said she was really a revolutionary performer and a huge music legend, and had contributions to rock and roll, R&B, and of course pop shouldn't be ignored. After blossoming into the bona fide global superstar category that was during the late 80s, Turner went on to release classics. Let me try and look through her catalog of music. Amongst the classics which she had included What's Love Got to Do with It, and of course the one which I personally enjoy, the best, and others of course were really huge songs during that time. So Turner was one of the world's most successful iconic entertainers, and so many actresses, so many entertainers are coming out still to pay emotional and touching tributes. A popular Angela Bassett, who played Turner in the 1993 biographical film What's Love Got to Do with It, wrote via her official Instagram that Tina Turner showed others who lived in fear what a beautiful future filled with love, compassion, and freedom should look like. Her final words for me were, "You never mimicked me. Instead, you reached deep into your soul, found your inner Tina, and showed her to the world." Another popular artist, that is Beyonce Knowles, has actually also come out to write a tribute via her official website, calling Tina her beloved queen, and Beyonce even included a picture of her and Tina sharing a stage at the 50th Grammy Awards. That was in 2008. Beyonce honored Tina at the 2005 Kennedy Awards with a rendition of Proud Mary. Singer Bryan Adams also came out and actually paid tributes. He said, "I will be grateful for the time we spent together on tour and of course in the studios as friends." You guys, you should remember singer Bryan Adams was, by the way, the one who actually recorded with Tina that song "It's Only a Love." You can check it out on their YouTube channels. It's up there. It's one of, by the way, those songs which you can listen to and actually become so much entertained. As well as more tributes will be coming in, we'll be bringing them to you here at Dicto Media, and of course even the funeral, memorial, and celebration of life updates will be brought to you here at Dicto Media. But of course, in this exact moment in time, we are still waiting to hear about what Erin Birch has to say. That was the partner and longtime boyfriend of Tina Turner after her passing on. Of course, they spent so many years together. They were really in love. But of course, we are waiting to hear what he can actually talk about her longtime girlfriend, that is Tina Turner. We send our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and everyone who was close to Tina. Rest in power, the queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner.